Have you ever felt like you're pouring all your energy into something, but getting absolutely nothing back? Like you're just spinning your wheels, making no progress at all? It's a frustrating feeling, one that makes you want to just throw in the towel. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to listen closely to this story. Imagine a stonecutter standing before a massive, unyielding boulder. He raises a heavy hammer high above his head and brings it down with all his might. Bam! The sound echoes, but the rock remains unchanged. Not a single crack. He doesn't stop. He swings again. Bam! And again. And again. He strikes it 10 times, 20 times, 50 times. Sweat beads on his forehead, his muscles ache, but he keeps going. He hits it 99 times, 100 times. And still, the rock just sits there, looking as solid and unbreakable as it did when he started. To anyone watching from the sidelines, this guy must look like a fool. They'd probably whisper to each other, "What is he doing? He's just wasting his time and energy. He's made zero progress. The rock hasn't changed one bit." It's easy to judge from the outside, isn't it? To see what looks like repeated failure and dismiss the effort. But the stonecutter isn't looking for outside approval. He's focused on the task, driven by a belief that something is happening beneath the surface, even if no one can see it. Then he lifts his hammer one more time. He takes a deep breath, musters his remaining strength, and swings. The 101st blow. And with a deep, grinding crack, the massive rock splits cleanly in two. It falls apart, revealing the clean break inside. Now, let me ask you a question. Was it that final 101st blow that broke the rock? Was that single swing somehow magical, possessing a power that the previous 100 swings lacked? Of course not. The truth is, it wasn't the last blow alone that did the job. It was the combined force of all 100 blows that came before it. Every single strike, every one of those seemingly useless swings, was contributing to the final outcome. Each one sent invisible microfractures deep into the stone, weakening its internal structure, preparing it for the moment of release. The first hit was just as important as the last. The 50th hit played its part just as much as the 100th. They were all part of the same process. This is one of the most powerful metaphors for success in any area of life. Whether you're trying to build a business, learn a new skill, get in shape, or master a creative craft, the principle is exactly the same. We often look at successful people and see only their 101st blow. We see the moment their company takes off, the day they win the championship, the night their art is discovered. We see the breakthrough, the overnight success. But what we don't see are the 100 blows that came before. We don't see the years of practice, the late nights, the early mornings, the countless rejections, the moments of doubt and despair. We don't see the relentless, repetitive, and often unglamorous work that made the breakthrough possible. Success is never a single event. It's a process. It's an accumulation of effort over time. It's about showing up day after day, especially on the days when you feel like you're making no progress at all. Those are the days that count the most. Those are your first 100 blows. Think about learning to play the guitar. The first few weeks are just painful. Your fingers hurt. You can't form the chords correctly, and every sound you make is just a jumble of noise. You practice for an hour, and at the end of it, you feel like you're no better than when you started. That's a swing of the hammer. You practice the next day, and the next. Weeks turn into months. You're still not a rock star. You're still fumbling through songs. Each practice session is another swing. It feels like you're getting nowhere. But what's really happening is that your fingers are building calluses. Your muscle memory is slowly forming, and your brain is creating new neural pathways. You are weakening the rock of your inability. Then one day, you pick up the guitar, and your fingers just find the chords. You play a song, and it actually sounds like music. That's your 101st blow. It wasn't magic. It was the accumulation of all those frustrating, seemingly pointless practice sessions. This applies everywhere. The writer who stares at a blank page day after day, writing sentences only to delete them. Each word is a swing. The entrepreneur who makes 100 cold calls and gets 100 no's. Each call is a swing. The athlete who does the same drill over and over and over until it becomes second nature. Each repetition is a swing. The most dangerous part of any journey is the period where your effort is high, but your visible results are low. This is the valley of disappointment. This is where most people give up. They swing the hammer 50 times, look at the unchanged rock, and conclude that it's impossible. They say, "This isn't working," and they walk away, not realizing they were just a few swings away from their breakthrough. They abandon their efforts right when the accumulated pressure was about to reach its breaking point. So, what do you do when you find yourself in that valley? When you've been swinging and swinging, and the rock of your goal just stares back at you, completely unfazed, you have to remember the stonecutter. You have to trust the process. You have to understand that you are not failing. You are simply storing energy for the break. Each effort, each attempt, each failure is just another swing of the hammer. It's not wasted. It's adding to the pressure, contributing to the internal stress that will eventually lead to the split. You must have faith in the unseen progress. You have to fall in love with the process itself, not just the promise of the result. Find joy in swinging the hammer. Find satisfaction in the discipline of showing up every day, regardless of what the results look like. Celebrate the effort, not just the outcome. Because one day, you'll take one more swing. It might feel just like all the others. It might not feel special or different, but it will be the one, the 101st blow. And the rock will split. And everyone who watched you and thought you were foolish will stand in awe and wonder how you did it all of a sudden. But you'll know the truth. You'll know it wasn't sudden at all. It was inevitable. It was the reward for every single swing you took when no one was watching and nothing seemed to be happening. So, whatever it is you're working towards right now, don't you dare give up. If you feel like you're hitting a wall, remember that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're a stonecutter. Your job is to hit the wall. Don't be discouraged by the lack of visible cracks. They will appear. You're building momentum. You're storing potential energy. You are closer than you think. Keep swinging your hammer. Your 101st blow is coming. Keep going. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you on your journey. See you in the next one.